We're in Fresno, California. We just finished replacing a pool filler. This is a little critter. I mean, it's not in too bad shape. At some point, you're going to have trouble with it. Reason why, as you can see on the back side right here, all the corrosion going on. And honestly, so that's a galvanized fitting right here. This T, it's a 1/2 by 1/2 by 3/4 bullhead T, 1/2 inch nipple. It's brass. And the reason why you get corrosion, galvanized horrible product anyways for water because it breaks down. But it was tied into copper. With home is entirely copper, and so you're screwed onto there, and it causes this reaction where pipe starts breaking down. Additionally, it could have been leaking through here somewhat, but you could see that there was going to be a huge problem at some point. It could be a year, it could be 5 years, but so that's good that it got replaced. And then down here, this valve is probably still in good shape. We just put a new check valve on over there, and then it goes right to the Schedule 40 PVC. So what we did over here, went ahead and gave you a new shutoff valve, and then all brass construction. So you can see it around there. See in here. So coming out of the wall, copper adapter is existing to the home, and then we got a 1/2 by 3, a 3/4 by 1/2 brass bushing, 3/4 brass T, 3/4 brass hose bib, all brand new, 3/4 brass nipple, down to a Watts full port quarter turn ball valve, so on and off, quarter turn on, quarter turn off. It's in the off position right now because it's tied into the pool filler, and the glue's still drying, so we want to let that dry for a while before we turn this on. House is back on because the water stops here at this point. Hose bib is functional right now because water flows straight through. Then of course down here another brass nipple, and then a check valve. So check valve pointing straight down, and what this does is it will not allow water to go back up into the home from the pool. I don't know, I haven't heard of or read anything or heard anything of that ever happening, but you've got chemicals in the pool and you don't want them in the potable water in the home. So that's tied back in. From there we went to all Schedule 80 fittings. You can see the gray plastic there. What we've got here is a threaded nipple coming out of the bottom of this check valve, which is it's threaded with the 3/4 pipe threads. So screwed in and then glued into a solvent weld Schedule 80 PVC union, and then of course bottom tied straight back into the Schedule 40 PVC, and you can see the bottom poking out of the rocks there. We went ahead and took some electrical tape and covered it up just to keep it out of the sun. It seems like this might be out of sun all day long. I don't know which way is east to west, but it seems like the sun will not be beaten down on this this assembly at any point during the day, but just in case, it's always nice to get your PVC out of the sun. So a little bit of electrical tape. The top is still kind of open a little bit where this union is at, so no big deal there. Right now everything looks good, so no leaking at any of the joints. The mechanical joints where all the brass is screwed together. We won't know about anything down here. I mean, you can pretty much tell it's going to go together and it's going to stay together, not going to be leaking. We could certainly come back in a little bit and turn this valve on. We're just going to leave it off for right now. We may swing back by, we might not. Just advise the homeowner, hey, give it about 2 hours and then go ahead and turn this on. The only place where we believe that there could be any problems is where this union comes together, because there's a little discrepancy in the PVC coming out of the ground. And you can't tell from the camera angle, but it was bent, and I'll let you know, it was kind of, instead of coming up straight out of the ground, it was kind of leaning back like that, which meant we had to duplicate that angle all the way up to this new assembly. So it's not completely vertical. So anyways, everything looks good here. Outside of that, this installation is done.